This is Kishore from Real Property Solutions. Today let's discuss about the property market. Obviously it's a great time to sell if you are doing so, and also the plan for the next. The property is currently a seller's market because demand for property is outstripping supply. This is supported by a stable and recovering economy, solid jobs market, historically low interest rates that appears locked in for at least the medium term, plus an area of government subsidy and stamp duty discounts for first-home buyers. The latest figure says the national stock of home for sale is 28.5%, lower this year than the average 5 years average. Over the same time scale, new listings are down 12.9%. That's a tight supply. As a result, seller discounts are almost non-existent. They average just 3% nationally and 2.7% in the state capitals, according to the latest data from CoreLogic. Auction clearance rates across the country stands at 78%, a thunderous performance that we saw last in the heady days of late 2016 and early 2017. Homes are selling 1 week faster on average than they were a year ago, when most states were in a boom that was stopped overnight by the coronavirus. While this means that it's generally a great time to sell, we know real estate can be complicated at a personal level, so it is always sensible to consider your steps carefully rather than rushing to be part of a perceived trend. Below we have outlined some key insights into selling in a hot market. It's about local, not national. Regardless of the national or capital city headlines, property is all about local markets. So while a general environment of positive prices growth is good news, always check what is happening to prices in your neighborhood. Have some conversation with the local agents. We would be happy to help, and conduct research online to help you to understand how home prices in our suburb is performing and the supply and demand equations locally. Is your home hot? The market may be on fire, but how do buyers feel about a particular house style? While all the boats float in a high tide, some property types will be more in demand than others from suburb to suburb. So if you are selling an unrenovated and dated property in a market of all near new homes, even a hot market may not offer the dividends you hoped for. On the flip side, if you are selling a large family home in an area clamoring for upgrades, you could be in a lock. The other one is, we say, swings and roundabouts. If you sell when the market is rising, it's highly likely you will also buy your next property in an upward market too. While this can be daunting, there are things you can do. If you are worried about not being able to find a suitable property to buy, consider renting while you assess your options. Moving to different suburb or property style, even considering a sea or tree change, can also ensure you cash in on the benefit of the higher price in your original suburb. What's the supply and demand curve? The economic data points to us being in a seller market, but changes to interest rates, employment, or even the calling of an election can change this quickly, and it pays to be vigilant. It also pays to ask what is most likely to happen. We are heading towards or already in the winter, which is usually always a time of a pure home for sale. This means we can probably expect strong prices off the back of low supply for a few more months to come. What's your life plan? And that's it, I think, the most important thing as well. Regardless of what the market is doing, the most important thing is to consider your own personal life goals and the role of the property that plays in this. Your property is likely to be your largest financial asset and your shelter. Security and place to raise your family. Lifestyle desires should always be an important influence when you want to sell, not just money and optimizing the market. If this feels like the right time for you, then get into the market. If there's a way we can help, don't hesitate to reach out. We will be happy to discuss local prices, buying trends, time on market expectations, and the type of marketing campaign that will maximize the value of your home. Well, thank you very much. We'll see you next time. Thank you.